My name's Punky Charlton, and it's a nickname for those of you that don't know me. When I heard that Young Life was going to be around in western Prince William County, I knew I wanted to get involved, and so I was lucky enough to be invited to one of the first interest meetings. It just reminded me of how I got involved in Young Life. I was in high school, and I think I went to club probably because it was the really cool thing to do, and it was just a ton of fun. I grew up going to church every Sunday because I had to, but I didn't really know what that meant, and through Young Life I got introduced to having a relationship with Jesus, and it completely changed my life. I got to work at camp several times in North Carolina, and I was a leader in North Carolina for several years, and I'm thrilled to be on the committee here.
Yeah, hello, I'm Preston Charlton, and since getting involved with the Young Life Committee and seeing my girls' involvement in Young Life, what I've come to find out is that Young Life, I believe, is really the most effective ministry in the world for reaching disinterested or non-Christian kids. And I've just seen how the adult leaders step into the culture of the kids. They communicate with the kids, their language, on their terms, on their turf.
Hi, I'm Katie Charlton. You just heard my parents speak. I got involved in wildlife and Young Life in 7th grade. My friend Sammy Gordon asked me to come to Wildlife Club, and I didn't really know what it was, and I'd gone to church kind of my whole life, but I didn't understand really like what having a relationship with Jesus was, and I don't know, it wasn't like I went and I enjoyed it, but I didn't really understand, and so I went to club, and it was super fun. Like I'd never been exposed to anything that was considered like Jesus-y, but it was so much fun, and I ended up going to camp that summer, and it was amazing, the best week of my life, and I just saw how much the leaders poured into me and how much they loved me and how much fun camp was, and I wanted to go back, and I continued to be involved for like the rest of middle school, and then into high school I became a club kid, a campaigner kid. I was involved as that I could get, and then my leader, Ryan Weston, you guys know him, he asked me to become a leader and to lead the middle school kids, and I hopped on it. I was super excited. My leaders in middle school like changed my life, and I wanted to be that for my middle school kids, and just be able to lead them, and I've done that for almost 2 years now, and it's been some of the best memories of my life, and I get to go to work crew this summer, which I'm super excited about, and I've been continuing to get more and more involved, and I just love Young Life and wildlife so much, and I've seen so many lives change and just so many great things come of it.
Okay, so I'm Claire Charlton. You just heard the rest of my family speak, but I grew up in the church, and I always just kind of thought it was a thing for old people. But once I saw what Katie was doing and she told me more about wildlife and Young Life, I really just wanted to get involved, so I went, and it was great and perfect and amazing, and I realized that Jesus can be something for teens too, and the leaders just really do a good job of setting the scenario of how Jesus can relate to our lives, and that's one of my favorite things about wildlife.
Hi, my name is Sean Morgul. This is my wife, Debbie. We are the parents of Jake Morgul, who has been in Young Life and Wildlife since he was in the 7th grade, which would have been back about 2010, so for the last 5 years. His younger brothers have seen the experience that he's had through the Young Life experience, and his brother Christian, who is in his final year of middle school, has been involved with wildlife since the 6th grade. And their youngest brother, Ryan, will be finishing up his fifth grade year this year, and is definitely looking forward to starting his journey into wildlife as well. So some of the things that we're involved with, my wife and I, were both new at Young Life Committee. We've been on committee now for the last several months. We're very excited about that. You know, there's a lot of things that we see that we can assist with and help with, and still be involved in our kids' lives. And as parents, you want to be involved in your child's life, and you want to make sure that they're safe and they're making good decisions and that they're surrounding themselves with safe, good decision makers as well. What we have found is Young Life and Wildlife have promoted an amazing environment for our kids to not only learn to love each other, to accept each other, and respect each other, which is extremely important through these years of their life. They love their leaders. They spend so much time with their friends in Young Life and the leadership that it's more like a family than anything else. I wouldn't even really classify it as any type of an organization. I would consider it more of a family, more of an extended family.
I think it's an amazing thing when your child lights up about Young Life and it glows and it shows on his face. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling, and I think Ryan and David, I think, and many of the other leaders, when your child talks about them like a buddy, like a friend, those leaders got to your son or daughter. And they consider them, like my husband said, like family. When your younger kids also see what it's done to their older sibling and they want that, like they can't wait to reach that point for Wildlife starting in 6th grade. They think, oh, it's automatic. There's no thought process. They're doing it. That's, to a parent, that's a good feeling. And to be a 16-year-old boy,
You're doing good. You're fine. You're fine. It's definitely very emotional to even reflect on how important it is to our kids. Sometimes it's hard to even explain it.
it's a good feeling.